I hope I'm audible. From the title of this video, you probably already know what I'm going to talk about. And it's just really sad. Okay, I am new to Reddit, and initially I installed it just for the purpose of researching because I'm trying to find good colleges, looking at people's reviews. Slowly, I began to, find out about communities like our Indian teenagers, our JEE NEETards, our BTech tards, and other communities with, the Indian youth participating in it. And those communities are really so beautiful. Like the people there are very supportive. Getting back to my point, what I was devastated to find is that there are so many posts on each of these communities with Indian teenagers speaking about their abusive parents. And I mean, it just pains my heart. I have saved a few posts. Now, I don't really want to reveal all of these posts, but I'll just, read the titles of these posts. Fighting Jay is hard. Fighting my own family is harder. My mom called me a curse word because I was going to my brother's house wearing shorts. Some people here are having suicidal thoughts because of their parents. Some people here are talking about how their parents are just asking or wishing that they never had kids or that child had died because their child failed an entrance exam. Some parents here are scolding their children for doing things with their body, for example, shaving, general hygiene, for example, wearing comfortable clothes which are not complete, you know, top to bottom covering gowns. Some parents even there are kids here who are sick and who have been injured. Some people here are having a fever, some have been a part of serious accidents, and some really just want to take a break or, one day of rest. But parents here, I mean, it's unbelievable. They want their kids to work like mules, to be honest. All these posts, every single one of them. I mean, I really don't want to disclose all the details, but it felt so, I don't know, I felt angry and I also felt so ashamed to be a part of the Indian society. And the worst thing is, I know parents like these exist. Thankfully, I have very supportive parents, but it just feels unbelievable that there are parents like the ones described in this post, and it makes me really mad. Like, why do Indian parents consider their kids an investment? They really treat their children like some kind of a product, and they try to juice the maximum profit out of that product. Your kids, they are not your gateway to having a future beautiful life. If that's really what you wanted, then you should have built it by yourself. If you are depending on your kids for providing you with a wonderful, beautiful life, if you think that that is the only reason your kids are allowed to exist, then you, sir or ma'am, you are a disgusting parent. You don't deserve to be called a parent. You are telling me that you gave birth to a child just so that they can repay you in the future. That's a very messed up mindset. That's just, I mean, even pet parents take more care of their cats and dogs than some Indian parents on these posts take care of their children. I don't know, it just feels so wrong. Some posts here are filled with pictures of children having bruises and cuts on them because of abuse from their parents. And look, I'm not saying that India abusive parents are exclusive to India, but we definitely have a lot of them, and it's very unfortunate. A lot of Indian parents think, they go by the saying, spare the rod, spoil the child. But you are not supposed to make your kid's entire existence about yourself. If the only reason you care for your child is so that they can provide you with something in the future, then you really don't love them. That's toxic, it's abuse, and it's very selfish, heavily selfish. Then there are also posts of many parents comparing their kids with other children. And as someone who has personally dealt with this kind of treatment, I mean, who doesn't? I don't think your kid has ever compared you to any other parent. I can bet on that fact. I bet that your kid has never compared you to any other parent, even if they wanted to. Either because they haven't realized the fact yet, or they are scared to actually say that to your face. You cannot compare your kids to another kid who has a better parenting and a better support system. I don't understand the logic. It's so narcissistic and manipulative when you compare your kids with someone else's kids and you blame everything that you think is wrong with your kid on them. How is your parenting not at fault at all? You know what? A lot of problems that kids are facing with their parents would be solved if parents just speak a genuine apology to their child. You just say a genuine apology, say sorry, and promise never to be abusive again, never to compare them again. And trust me, your child is gonna feel so much better and they are not going to resent you. A lot of Asian parents, they think that saying sorry is going to make them small, or that parents don't say sorry. We just, give you fruits, we just make you your favorite dinner, and that's it. That's our sorry. It's up to you to understand. But that's exactly the point. You are never willing to agree that you were wrong. It's always just, okay, fine, I don't want to argue with you. I'm not going to agree that I was wrong, but I don't want to argue with you. That's why I'm making things right by making your favorite dinner or buying you something. But that doesn't change the fact that you still are not sorry for all the things you said or for all the actions that has hurt your child deeply. Some parents even trust everyone else in the world instead of their own kids, and they jump to serious conclusions on the basis of that. There are also so many videos and posts with uh, Indian parents sending, bombarding their kids with missed calls and messages just because their kid, you know, did not reply, or maybe they, failed to pick up their parents' calls. and the parents absolutely freak out. They immediately begin to jump to conclusions that their kid must be doing something horribly wrong. Their kid must be, cheating behind their backs, doing drugs, or, having an affair with someone. And then what they do, what their course of action for that is sending abuses to their child, calling them and then scolding them as if they haven't spoken to you in years. There's no need to be freaking dramatic about everything and stop babying your children and then also expecting them to be like adults. That's all I have to say for this video. I just wanted to put it out there because the amount of posts I read on Reddit and the things that were described in them, they just really messed with my mind. If anyone watching this video is also suffering from abusive parenting or, even absent parents who are emotionally absent, who never back you up or support you, just know that one day you will be able to escape that hell. I just hope that this trauma ends for you and that you all get healed real soon.
Before I end this video, I just wanted to clarify that I did not mean that parents should not have any expectations from their child. What I mean to say is that no child deserves to be treated like some kind of a disappointment. Children are only human and we also deserve love and respect. Abusing us, scolding us, or making us feel like shit isn't going to change anything. It's only going to make lives worse for us. And it will make us fear our parents. And I mean, it's just abuse to treat your kid like some kind of a disappointment because they made some minor mistake that you all have made in your own lives. That's all I wanted to say. Please do not misunderstand my message.
So take care, you all. Goodbye. See you in the next video.